Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is long overdue, so I do apologize for that. If you are curious about what we're talking about today, if you couldn't tell from the description, I'm going to be reviewing, or I don't want to say this is a full review, but I have tested these products out many times, so it's not really a first impressions, but I don't want to say this is definitely like my final review of the products, but I've definitely worn these items multiple times. I feel pretty comfortable and confident about talking to you guys about these products. So if I have this planned right, I should get this edited tonight, which means it'll go up tomorrow morning, which means these products have already launched. They launched at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do believe, if I paid attention to Kaleidos' announcements. So most of these products should still be in stock, is what I hope to see, but it could sell out too, so I don't know. Hopefully I can get this all done. I have 3 looks to show you guys, as well as I just kind of want to go over the collection and give you guys mini reviews. I've never gotten this many products in PR before, so I'm like kind of freaking out because I want to do a good job at this. So if you guys are interested in hearing some of my thoughts, seeing 3 looks with the Kaleidos Escape Pod eyeshadow palette, just keep watching. Okay guys, so I did get an email from Kaleidos today announcing this collection, and they said, make your Escape collection. Includes 15 shade eyeshadow palette, 2 duo blushes, 4 new Space Age highlighters, a new shade of the Lucid lip gloss, eye primer, and 2 blending sponges. With the new collection, there will also be some new bundle options, so you guys can check those out. Now, let's start off with the Escape Pod eyeshadow palette. I will leave the 3 eyeshadow looks I created till the end, just because, you know, I'm going to set that to music. So we'll get the chatty portion of the video out of the way, and then if you guys want to see the eyeshadow looks I created, you can definitely zoom on over to the end. But this eyeshadow palette will retail for $42. Now, I've seen a lot of people being really kind of uneasy about the size. They're thinking it's really bulky. So I just want to show you in comparison to Kaleidos' Deep Sea Luster palette. This one does seem kind of slim compared to this one, but of course, you know, it is a little bit taller. I feel like as far as storing these on a bookshelf or in a drawer, this one is still not that bulky, like compared to like my burger palette or my cake palette from Glamlight. I think these two, or this Escape Pod palette, will definitely still store really well in your drawers or your bookshelf. So I don't think that's a reason to worry about not buying this palette. Now, the shades are not magnetized, so they are glued in. I know because I actually tried to pull one out because my friend Emily asked me about that. And then as far as the information goes, I don't think it really says much about the ingredients and stuff. The box is in there, so I didn't actually look to see what the net weight and stuff like that is. But I'm going to go ahead and pop swatches on the screen and read you a little bit more about the palette. An instant escape to the most sublime realms of your imagination. Fresh, fruity, multichromes, and marvelous, this 15-shade palette is an exuberant celebration of eccentric elegance. Bursting with vibrant violets, luxurious duochromes, and a festive spectrum of brights, ultra-pigmented mattes, the Escape Pod handles like a dream and will navigate smoothly to the most extraordinary destinations you can dream up. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a first-class trip to a rendezvous of color like no other. Now, as far as the theme goes, it does seem to have like a space vibe, and Kaleidos kind of does have that throughout their makeup and their different products. If you've seen the Futurism palettes, they all kind of have a space theme to them. So I get the Escape Kit vibe, but it's definitely not my particular cup of tea, so I don't really connect to that whole Escape Pod kit thing that they did with the PR as well. But that's fine. I mean, I don't have to like every concept out there. As far as the shadows, I really like these shadows. I love the shimmers. I'm so excited that they came out with some fun, colorful green shimmers and some almost like neutrally shimmers. So I feel like you'll definitely see that you can definitely create like a green look, a solid purple look, and also a bit of neutral, which I don't think they've had with their Futurism collection. And the other thing I'm so jazzed about is that this palette is going to pair so well with their existing palettes, and that's actually what I'm most excited for, because I can't wait to wear like the VR neon with this palette, because I think some of the shimmers from this palette are going to pair so well with those mattes. So that's something I'm really jazzed about with this palette. I think this is going to be a great palette to complement your existing Kaleidos collection. I also still think that if this is the only Kaleidos palette you'll buy, you'll be okay. I don't love that there's a lot of colorful shimmers, and then I'm really bummed that there's no green matte in here. I feel like that was a little bit of a misstep in my opinion. Like, there's two very similar corally shades, so I would have loved to see like a green so that I could pair these greens with that. Those are the greens on my eyes today. The nice thing about this palette is I think you can achieve a very decent neutral look with it. So my 3 looks, one of them is a neutral eyeshadow look, so you guys should definitely check that out as well. So that'll probably give you a ton of ideas of what you can do with those palettes. So hopefully I've explained myself well enough, and next I'm going to move on to the next thing in this collection. So this is a new product for them, a new product category. So they came out with the Lo-Fi Duo blushers, and these are what they look like. Again, I don't really get how this packaging fits the theme. I feel like these could have been their own release on their own, because everything else is like spacey and, you know, space, I don't know, it's space themed. And then we have these 2 blushes. Now I know I had heard my friend Legally Black Beauty on Instagram had kind of expressed her concerns about the artwork of these covers, and I believe the brand had addressed that, saying that they will try to do better. So I do hope that that is something that they will take into consideration. I feel like from the feedback I've had of Kaleidos, most people think that they do learn from their mistakes. So I'm very excited to see what changes they make, or if they come out with more colors. I think that will be the way to go, because these are a little bit lighter leaning. Now I swatched them on my dad, who's a little bit darker than me, and they were kind of looking ashy on him, and I was honestly worried that they were going to look ashy on me. But I do have this one on today. This is the Lo-Fi Peach, and I've also tried the Lo-Fi Rose, and both of these show up on me. It's honestly like the coolest blush compact ever, just because it has like that shimmery side as well as the matte. But I think they pair so great together. I literally just took a brush and like went through both of these when I was using these. It also has a really nice mirror. Like, these are really nice substantial products, and these retail for 18 bucks, which I think is a solid deal. Mellow Punchy Duo Blushes for Low-Key Bold Blush. Each duo blush contains 1 matte and 1 duochrome shade that can be layered for a warm, color-shifting glow or applied separately. Blendable enough for a soft, natural flush, yet pigmented enough for a striking, radiant finish. Exude good vibes and match your mood with these irresistibly cozy and catchy duo blushes. Okay, the next product that they are launching are more highlighters. Now they have original highlighters that they came out with. I have them right here. I pulled them out for this video. Those are great. And for the collection, they relaunched the shade Ray Rider, which I have. They improved on the formula, but I decided to save my Ray Rider for a future giveaway. So we have Moon Cruise, which is a rich neon lilac with a cool moonlight cobalt shift. So this is really cool. It's very unique. So beautiful. I honestly think these are more fun for me as inner corner highlights, but I've definitely doused myself with this highlighter. Mine's a little bit broken and I haven't really repaired it. So anyway, that's that one. And then this is the shade Diamond Dasher. I did layer this on top of my blush duos today. So this is a confection of a cobalt, gold, and fuchsia shimmer with a dash of diamonds. And then this shade, which is what I was really excited about, is called Mars Melter. And I did include this one in one of the looks as well, and this one is a peachy caramel doused with a mega red glow. I think this one reminds me a little bit of Red Giant from Terra Moon, which is one of my favoriteest inner corner shades, so that's always nice. And then Ray Rider, which is reformulated, is a velvety golden champagne with a trace of peach. So that is what this one is. So my opinion on the highlighters, I genuinely enjoyed the original collection. These shades are a little bit less wearable for me, and I think the ones with the white base, I do worry that they'll look a little more ashy on me. So I'm excited to see what other shades they come out with. Like I said, they're definitely more of a standout product. This is definitely not like your everyday highlighter. So definitely consider that when you're picking these up. The next product in this collection is the lip gloss I have on today. So my lip combo today, because I thought the orange would pair really well with this eyeshadow look, is e.l.f. and this is the shade Permission. This is a $3 lipstick, so good. It works really well under this gloss, and this is their gloss in the shade Hypnotize. I have received their lipsticks in PR previously. They do have a few different formulas, so there's a lip tonic and a lucid lip. The lip tonic is their like liquid lipstick, and then the lucid lip is their shimmers, and their liquid lip formula is unreal. It feels wet and cooling and really nice, and this shade is really beautiful because it has these beautiful pinky golden shifts to it, but it doesn't feel chunky on your lips. It doesn't feel like there's grit on your lips, and it's very comfortable because I'm definitely picky with lip gloss. I really like my lip gloss to be glowy, but like I don't want to feel it on my lips, if that makes sense. So I really like this, and let me read you guys the description really quick from Kaleidos. It's a cool and creamy magenta frosted with fuchsia and violet sparkles is what they say about this guy. So the next product, there's only 2 left. Again, new product categories for them. They did come out with this eye primer, which honestly, like, I'm not big into eye primers. I'm loyal to my P. Louise. I didn't even really do eye primer before I got hooked on P. Louise, and this one is actually pretty nice. It's kind of sticky, which it kind of scared me at first because the first time I used this, I used that Periwinkle shade in the palette, and I felt like the eyeshadow just kind of clung on there, but you can really blend it out, and I like the squeezy tube. It's always nice, keeps things sanitary, so I really like this, and this is going to retail for $10. So this is an eye primer that activates eye makeup's full potential by enhancing eyeshadow or pressed pigment's vibrancy and color payoff. The toner activation primer also makes looks last longer by locking eye makeup in place, preventing smudging and creasing. I really think it does do that. The only thing is with this primer, I haven't tried it with other eyeshadow formulas, so I will continue to test this out and get back to you, hopefully in a future video. If I forget, please ask me, because you guys know I love to buy new makeup, so sometimes after I've played with something for a while, I kind of move on, which is not the greatest quality in a human being, but at least I'm honest. So the last product in this collection, something I've fallen in love with, these are the Soft Server makeup blenders, and they are $10 a piece. I only dipped into the purple one because I didn't want to like have 2 sponges going at the same time. They're so soft, they're so good. Now you guys know I love the Shop Missy sponge, so I would never tell you to spend more money than you need to, because honestly, it doesn't really get better than a $2 sponge from Shop Missy. So I will say that that is an option, but it's still much cheaper than a beauty blender. So just want to mention that I do think they're good, but it doesn't mean you need them, okay? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Just gonna read a little bit from what the brand has to say. So it says, a pair of versatile makeup blending sponges that are soft on the skin and easy to use. The soft serves are reusable, washable, and can be used to apply foundation, contour, concealer, or any other liquids, creams, or powders smoothly and effortlessly without any streaking or cakey residue. So that's what they have to say about that. And I really like the sponges as well. 2 thumbs up from me. So last but certainly not least, let me tell you really quick, they are going to offer the Escape Kit, which is the PR kit. That will be $166, and then you can get everything in the kit minus the case for $139. So it'll be about $30 more if you want the actual case, which honestly, you don't really need it. Like, I'm so grateful that they sent it to me. You know, it's not something I needed, so you don't really need to splurge on that. And then their bundle options, they've got a custom full face combo. This includes 1 Futurism eyeshadow palette, 1 Space Age highlighter, 1 Lo-Fi duo blusher, 1 lucid lip gloss, and 1 lip tonic liquid lipstick. And then they will also have a bundle for the 2 duo blushes for $32, which is a nice deal. And then they will have a 6 highlighter set which means you can choose any 6 Space Age highlighters for $76 and 1 highlighter brush. And then the Space Age highlighter complete set where you can get all 8 highlighters for $94 plus a brush. So those are all the things that I needed to tell you about this amazing collection. I really enjoy this and I'm so pumped. I'm so glad that Kaleidos launched a new collection. I had mentioned in a previous video that this was a brand I really missed during quarantine. I knew they had a new collection planned out because I had been playing with some of my palettes and tagging them in posts, and they were like, oh yeah, it's coming, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what it is, and I feel like they knocked it out of the park. So I can't wait to see what they come out with next. Like, I'm already excited because this is definitely one of my favorite indie brands. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and hop into my 3 looks. So if you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video soon. Stay tuned for the 3 looks, and yeah, thanks guys.
Okay guys, so I am filming 3 looks with 1 palette, the Kaleidos Escape Pod eyeshadow palette, and I wanted to create 3 kind of different looks. So the first look we're going to do is a neutral eye because there are some neutral shades in this palette. So I'm going to prime my eyes with their new eyeshadow primer, which I really like, by the way. And I'm going to start off with the shade Bossa Nova, and we're going to put that all over the crease with a blending brush. I'm also going to go in with a little bit of Terrace to deepen things up. And then just to kind of give that Bossa Nova shade a warmer look, I'm going to mix Tango into the crease as well. Now that the eyeshadow look is nice and warmed up, I am going to add the shade Amaretto on the lid, and I'm going to wet this shade just to give it some nice pigmentation, give it a foil look, and that is the first eyeshadow look. For the second eyeshadow look, I definitely wanted to play with all the gorgeous purples in this palette, so I had to use Soiree, Mardi Gras, and Exoplanet on the crease. All these shades played so well together, and of course I couldn't wait to put Space Oasis on the lid, and it just gave it a beautiful ultraviolet look on the lids. So I really love that. Simple, quick, and easy.
Okay guys, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to format this video, but there's so many products in this new collection that I want to try out on camera. So I haven't tried the sponges yet, so I wet one to try out. I thought this would be a good one for foundation. It also has this flat side, which could come in handy. I don't know. I think I'm going to use the pointy side. So hard to say, but I've been loving this guy. This is not really an oldie. I think this came out at the beginning of the year or end of last year. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the Dewy, and I got it in the shade Caramel, and I really like this foundation. I don't really know if I talked about it enough on my channel, but I think I picked it up on Wet n Wild's website, and honestly, it's a good one. It's very long lasting, good coverage. Like, I can get through a whole day of work with this foundation, which I was not expecting for a drugstore foundation, to be very honest with you guys. So not that this needs to be a Wet n Wild video, but I want to get into the habit of mentioning good products to you guys all times, not just when I'm reviewing them. So hopefully this is helpful. If you're looking for an affordable foundation for dry skin, I would recommend e.l.f. Coverage is decent too. It's not like overly full coverage, but it's not like light either. Like, so I like that coverage, and I like how the sponge performed. It's very soft. Definitely feels like one of my favorite sponges, like the Pop-Off sponge from Shop Missy. I think these are going to be like $10 for both. So just so you guys know, they're nice. The thing is, like, when you can get a sponge for $2. It's really hard to recommend anything that costs more than that. But I did want to use that, and I'm going to use it for concealer as well. So for concealer today, we're going to try one out that you haven't seen on my channel yet. I picked this up during the Sephora sale. This is the Dior Skin Corrector, and this is in the shade 4WO. It says it is a 24-hour wear carrying full coverage creamy concealer. I honestly haven't used this that much. It feels very bougie. It's got a huge doe foot. And it's got a very strong scent. So, okay, very strong is an exaggeration, but out of all the new concealers I've purchased, this is the one I've tried out the least, so. So the shape of the sponge is really good at like getting into those hard to reach spots. It's so soft. I'm so happy at how soft this is. Okay, now we're gonna use a powder. So for powder, I'm just using this RCMA No Color powder in their press formula. And just been sweeping that kind of all over my face with an e.l.f. brush that I've had for some time. So since we're trying out so many new products, I figured I'd show you guys a little demo of my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This is in the shade Tan, which is 03. It's a nice bronzer. I don't know that I love the color. It's a little red, which I'm trying not to wear such red bronzers, but maybe in the summer once I get a little bit tanner, maybe that'll make it a little easier for me to not overthink it. But I just kind of go all over the face with that. Little over the top, I know. So I have the two blushes. We have Lo-Fi Peach and Lo-Fi Rose. I've been wearing Lo-Fi Peach both times, and I think that would look really good on the neutral side. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I've been doing. So I just go into the matte side first, kind of swoop that on. Woo. Do you see it? Oh, it's so pretty. And then this is the most beautiful topper. It's like, oh, do you guys see that? I wasn't sure if these were going to work on me, but I have been wearing them to the office and I'm obsessed. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab another Morphe blush brush and dust into the purple, or the rose I should say, and do the same thing on the side. Oh, that's so pretty. Wow, I did not think this one was going to show up on my skin tone, but that is actually super pretty. And I'm going to do the same thing with the highlighter. Oh, that's so nice. Seriously? I love that so much. So just to test out some highlighters, I really want to show you guys the blue one on my face because I tried this on my live. Mine came a little bit smushed, but that's okay. This is gonna blow your guys' mind. So this is Space Age. Get ready. Do you guys see that? This is actually really fun to mix these two together. I'm just gonna pile it on so you guys can really see it. Obviously, if I was going somewhere, I probably wouldn't do this much, but isn't that so cool? This is not a highlighter I would wear, but when I swatched it on my hand, I was like, oh yes, thank you very much, sir. Okay, so I grabbed another highlighter brush, and I'm going to use Diamond Dasher on the neutral side. So this is a new shade as well. Just going to use this brush. Are you guys seeing this? Oh yeah. Okay, and then I wanted to use Space Age. Let's put that on the neutral side too. This is like, I think their version of Terra Moon Red Giant. So I'm just going to use that same brush. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll put some right there. So I feel like the blush toppers kind of give that same effect too, but there's that just so you guys can tell. And then for my nose, I've been loving, because I've been seeing everyone do this on YouTube lately. So I've just been taking some blush and doing that. So I love that so much. Okay guys, so we're almost done. I just want to show you guys the gloss that comes with the collection. Now I have a ton of lip product from Kaleidos, but I wanted the gloss to shine, so I'm gonna just line my lips with the KKW lip liner in Beauty Icon. Okay, here's the gloss. It's beautiful. This is in the shade Hypnotize. This is in Lucid Lip, so it's a gloss, and it's gorgeous. And their glosses are not sticky at all. The applicator is so comfortable, and it gives you this amazing glossy lip. So that is the last piece of the collection I wanted to show you guys in these two demos. So I'm going to do my hair and show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so here are the two looks that I created using the Kaleidos Escape kit. So I want to do 3 looks with one palette, so I did 1 look on each eye, and then the final look will be the 3rd look that you guys will see up next.
The final look, I have to play with these gorgeous green shades, so I wanted to go away from the neutral crease shades and play with Carnival and Tango. So I'm starting off with Carnival all over the crease, gonna add some Tango to spice things up, and then the shade Terrace on the outer corner just to deepen it up and give it some depth. And then on the inner half of my eyelid, I'm going to add the shade Galactic Gala, which is a beautiful green tone. And then on the other half of my eyelid, I'm going to add the shade Saturnalia. I don't know how to say that, but that is what it is. And those 2 shades are also gliding on beautifully when I spray them down. So that is the final look. What do you guys think?
Okay guys, so here is the final look I created with the Kaleidos palette. I'm gonna save the looks till the end, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed the looks. I had so much fun playing with all of these products. Thank you guys for watching. My next eyeshadow palette video is probably going to feature the new Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 palette. Mine kind of took a while to get here, but I'm thankful she's here, and you guys can look forward to that video soon. Thank you so much for checking me out. I will also link my Kaleidos playlist if you want to see more from them. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Bye guys.